Imagine this. It's the last night of your life. You're lying in bed. The room is quiet. Your phone is finally silent. And for the first time in years, I think there's nothing left to distract you. In that silence, your mind doesn't replay your happiest memories. It replays your ordinary nights. The nights you said, "I'll start tomorrow." The nights you chose another hour of comfort instead of one small step toward the person you wanted to become. Because your life was never changed by one giant decision. It was shaped by hundreds of ordinary evenings. That felt too small to matter. Here's the terrifying part. Most people believe tomorrow begins when they wake up. It doesn't. Tomorrow begins in the final hour before they fall asleep. That's the hour when your future is quietly negotiated. The hour when you decide whether you're feeding your dreams or feeding the habits that keep stealing them. Every night, without realizing it, you cast a vote, not for tomorrow, for the person you'll become. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at your nights the same way again. If changing your life were only about knowing what to do, almost everyone would already be living the life they dream about. You already know you should sleep earlier. You already know you should put the phone down. You already know tomorrow will feel better if you do. So why don't you? Because every night, your brain faces a quiet battle. On one side, there's your future self, the version of you that wants energy, focus, discipline, and a better life. On the other side, there's your present self, tired after a long day, looking for one more moment of comfort, one more video, one more scroll, one more episode. Your brain isn't asking, what's best for my future? It's asking, what feels rewarding right now? That's why the hardest decisions rarely happen in the morning. They happen in the quiet hour before sleep, when nobody is watching. And every small choice feels harmless. But those choices aren't harmless. They repeat, night after night, until they quietly become your identity. The person you are today is in many ways the result of thousands of evenings that nobody remembers. So if you want to change your future, don't start by fighting your mornings. Start by understanding your nights. Because the battle for tomorrow is almost always won or lost before your head ever touches the pillow. Think about the last few nights. You probably didn't decide to stay awake for another hour. It happened one swipe at a time. One short video became 5. 5 became 20. And before you realized it, tomorrow had already been sacrificed for tonight. The dangerous part isn't your phone. It's what your phone is designed to do. Every scroll offers something new. A surprise, a laugh, a shocking fact, another notification, another reward. Your brain loves novelty. Every tiny reward whispers the same lie, just one more. But one more is never just one more. It's another minute, another decision, another piece of tomorrow quietly disappearing. And it isn't only your phone. Sometimes it's unfinished work. Sometimes it's anxiety. Sometimes it's replaying conversations that already ended hours ago. Your body may be lying in bed, but your mind is still running. That's why so many people wake up exhausted. Not because they didn't spend enough hours in bed, but because they never truly allowed the day to end. Here's the truth most people never hear. Sleep doesn't begin when you close your eyes. It begins when your mind finally believes the day is over. And until you teach your brain how to let go, every night will feel like a battle, no matter how badly you want tomorrow to be different. So, if the last hour before sleep is quietly shaping the person you'll become, then that hour deserves to be protected. Not because tomorrow demands perfection, but because your future deserves intention. Think of the last hour before bed as an airport runway. A plane doesn't fall safely from the sky in a single second. It slows down, adjusts, prepares. Only then can it land. Your mind works the same way, yet every night, and most people ask it to do the impossible. They spend the entire evening rushing, scrolling, solving problems, chasing one more distraction, then expect peaceful sleep the moment their head touches the pillow. But your brain doesn't have an off switch. It needs a landing sequence. That sequence begins long before your eyes close. Start by giving your mind permission to stop carrying the day. Write down tomorrow's 3 most important priorities, not because you'll forget them, but because your brain can finally stop protecting them. Then ask yourself one simple question. What lesson did today teach me? One honest answer is enough. Growth doesn't happen because days pass. Growth happens because days are understood. Next, make one small gift for your future self. Lay out tomorrow's clothes, clear your desk, fill your water bottle, open the book you'll read in the morning. Tiny actions, massive consequences, because every obstacle you remove tonight is one less excuse waiting for you tomorrow. And finally, protect the last minutes before sleep. Not by fearing your phone, but by asking a better question. Is what I'm consuming preparing my mind for rest or pulling it farther away from it? Some content calms you. Some content keeps your brain searching for the next reward. Learn the difference. Your goal isn't to build the perfect night routine. Your goal is to become the kind of person who ends each day with intention instead of impulse. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They think a better life begins with one perfect night. It doesn't. It begins with one repeated night. The life you want isn't built by dramatic moments. It's built by ordinary evenings, repeated until they become automatic. Think about it. Nobody wakes up one morning and suddenly becomes disciplined. Nobody accidentally becomes calm. Nobody stumbles into a meaningful life. They become that person, one decision at a time, one night at a time. Every evening, you are practicing something. You're either practicing distraction or practicing presence. You're either practicing delay or practicing action. You're either becoming someone who keeps promises to themselves or someone who quietly breaks them. That's why this isn't really about sleeping earlier. It's about trust. Every time you keep one small promise before bed, your brain collects evidence. Evidence that says, I'm becoming someone who follows through. And that identity becomes stronger than motivation. Motivation disappears, emotions change, busy days happen, but identity remains. So don't chase the perfect night routine. Chase consistency, because the goal isn't to win one night. The goal is to become the kind of person who no longer has to fight themselves every evening. One day, you'll notice something incredible. Going to bed with intention won't feel like discipline anymore. It'll simply feel like who you are.